Hello, friends. Welcome back to Webronaq. Today, we're going to look at a really cool little C program that counts the number of digits in any number you give it. So if you type in 456, it'll tell you that's 3 digits. If you type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it'll say 5 digits. Simple idea, but there's some nice logic happening behind the scenes, and I'll walk you through it step by step. All right, let me show you the code on the screen. Right at the top, we have include stadio.h. This is just telling the program that we want to use standard input and output, basically the tools that let us print things on the screen and read things the user types in. Then we have int main, which is where every C program starts running. Think of it as the front door of the program. Inside main, we've declared 2 variables, n and count. The variable n will hold the number the user enters, and count will keep track of how many digits that number has. Notice that count is set to 0 right from the start, because we haven't counted anything yet. Next, there's a printf that asks the user enter a number, and then scanf reads whatever number they type and stores it inside n. Now look at this part, the if statement. It checks if the number is equal to 0. Why? Because 0 is a special case. 0 itself is 1 digit, but our counting logic uses division, and it wouldn't count it properly. So if the number is 0, we just set count to 1 and we're done. But if the number is not 0, we go into the else block, and this is where the real magic happens. We have a while loop that keeps running as long as n is not equal to 0. Inside the loop, 2 things happen. First, count plus plus increases the count by 1, meaning we just found another digit. Then n divided equals 10 divides the number by 10, which chops off the last digit. So for example, if you entered 456, first round, count becomes 1 and n becomes 45. Next round, count becomes 2 and n becomes 4. Then count becomes 3 and n becomes 0. The loop stops and we've got our answer, 3 digits. Pretty neat, right? Finally, at the bottom, we have printf number of digits equals %d/n count, which displays the final count to the user. And return 0 just tells the program that everything ran successfully. Now, let's move on to the next screenshot and see this program actually running in action.
All right, here we are. The program is running and you can see the output right on the screen. It says enter a number and the user typed in 54. Then the program came back with number of digits equals 2. And that makes perfect sense, right? The number 54 has 2 digits, a 5 and a 4. So let me quickly walk you through what just happened behind the scenes. When 54 was entered, the program went into the while loop. First time around, it added 1 to count and divided 54 by 10, which gave us 5. Second time, it added 1 again, making count equal to 2, and divided 5 by 10, which becomes 0. Once n hit 0, the loop stopped, and the program printed out the answer, 2 digits. Pretty simple, right? In just a few lines of code, we've built a program that can count the digits of any number you throw at it. You can try it with 7 or 1,000 or even a 6-digit number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll work the same way every time. So that's it for this video, friends. I hope this helped you understand how digit counting works in C. If you found this useful, please hit that like button, subscribe to Webronaq for more beginner-friendly C programming tutorials, and drop a comment if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next video.